All right, my name is Aaron Rhodes, and you're listening to the Shuttlecock podcast. We're sponsored by the Vinyl Underground at 7th Heaven, selling new and used vinyl at 76th and Troost in Kansas City. This week on the show, why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Walt.
We got Walt over there.
Sean here.
We got Sean.
F-U-C-K-Y-O-U-A-S-E-A-N on all social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. You know, get at the boy.
No, that's good. You're getting social media in right away. We usually end up waiting until the end, but, you know, I guess people can be browsing as they listen to the interview.
You know, we're not popping yet, so like most people don't watch the whole interview. So if you wait till the end, the at names is not in there. The at name got to be there in the first like 30.
Yeah, no, but I do want to give people a heads up. You guys are fun to talk to. So I think even if they don't, people may not know you for your work. I think they'll still have fun listening to you guys.
Conversational purposes, yeah.
Be my friend,
please. Buy my music.
But yeah, I guess we can start because Walt used to go by the name of J-Tone. I think some people may recognize him then if they haven't been following since the name change.
I don't know what it is.
What inspired the name change?
J-Tone is like corny, and it's like something that you type into a name generator.
Facts.
And I'm too grown for that now. Like, we grow up, and you change your name to Walt sometimes. And Walt's like my real name, so it's like I'm staying true to me. That's all it is. And
another thing that people may know Sean here for, maybe going off on the timeline a little bit occasionally.
Oh yeah, off the timeline.
Just because you bring up Twitter so early on.
Oh yeah, okay.
Do you think you get yourself into more trouble than you should, or do you think you've kind of calmed down recently? Or
all right, let me tell you how Twitter works, bro. So, a lot of people gotta realize is Twitter's not a real place. Like, this is a made-up world. Like, I can lie about whatever on here. I can be whoever I want to be on Twitter. This is a play. I don't like to call it trouble because I be laughing when this shit be happening. So like when people be wilding in your mentions, like somebody was wilding my mentions the other day about like some album I didn't like, and I'm just talking like I'm a fan. I'm just tweeting, or I'm like I just like to get a rise out of people, and then so if you angry and if we call it trouble, this is what my entire purpose of me being on the internet is. Internet's not a real place. It does not exist.
Would you consider yourself a troll then, or do you think that's?
I mean, you know, I was homeless before. I mean, we could call it trolling. We could, but I mean, I just be being me, man. I'm a wild dude, man. I don't know. I like to talk a lot. I like to stir up the pot, see people reactions to shit. Like, cause I mean, I may not even believe like everything I tweet. Like I say, it's a fake world. I can lie here. Say it on the timeline, twist it up a little bit, see how people react to it. If they go crazy over it, I know it's probably not the most politically correct thing to say.
Who's your favorite person that you follow on Twitter?
Probably this nigga named Sean the Terrible.
Wrong answer.
Sean the Terrible is hilarious.
What's the tweet about?
At real Donald Trump.
Facts. He got the best tweeter in 2017.
For 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Facts.
No bad entertainment.
Donald Trump a beast.
Yeah.
Hey, best Twitter
top
account.
10.
Donald Trump, 2017. That's a fact. He top 5 all time. Keep it a whole bean.
Man.
He tweeted at LeVar Ball.
No, oh man, yeah, that was.
He was mad.
Dude said, he said, I should have kept him in jail.
You know, it's bad, but it's good. And these used to do. Trump is a legend, dude. Shout out my president.
And also your screen name on Twitter right now has been changed to Black Men Don't Cheat.
Facts.
Can you explain the philosophy of that? That's something I see pop up on your feed a lot.
Well, first and foremost, song coming out next week, Black Men Don't Cheat. We throwing that out there, shameless plugs all day, all night.
Promotion,
I ain't playing no games. But yeah, it's facts. Like, I ain't even really gotta explain it. Like, the black men though, like, man, don't happen. It just don't. And if it did, it's like, wasn't really cheating though. Like,
Not really.
Not really though. Like, head don't really count. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then out of that, it's just like back to Twitter. Like, it's just not a real place. I want to just scream black men don't cheat. I can do that because I'm faithful. I can stand by that. I'm a faithful man. I ain't in a relationship, but you know, I'm a faithful man though.
But like, kind of what you were saying earlier, like you kind of, would you say like you kind of use it as a testing ground for people? Yeah.
See how people react to shit.
Yeah.
I notice a lot of women don't like that. I say black men don't cheat.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
A lot of black women don't like that.
Would you say that you've always kind of been like you like getting people right, like even pre-internet, like
Yeah, my whole
you like
life.
yeah.
Like I grew up in YouTube comments, like literally a YouTube baby. But in school, what I used to do in school, I used to walk around like just harass people, like I don't know, I wouldn't harass them, I won't say that, but like
It was harassment, bro.
in school, like I would just like walk around people like, yo, why did you wear that shirt today? You know, but I ain't got no issue with the shirt, but I just want to see what you gonna say if somebody said that to you. Like, how would you respond to that? How would you deal with that situation? So I would say that the internet is more like you're getting less fights doing it on the internet. But I mean, I do this in person too, so.
And I guess maybe you're just kind of practicing maybe for being president one day too. Maybe I guess it's a possibility for you.
Act. President,
Yeah.
I'll probably act. You know,
You'll play a president in a movie. So.
you know, I can do the suit and tie, throw it on. You know,
Yeah,
throw
have
it
you-
on.
White House custodian, bro.
Have either guys
Yeah, what?
done?
White House custodian.
Bro, see, you niggas, don't let niggas like
gotta be
him
real
kill
with
your
yourself.
dreams. Niggas like him kill dreams. You see this? I'm not accepting this from Walt at all. I don't know who he think he is. Tell me I'm gonna be no janitor.
Keep you
I'm the
grounded, bro.
motherfucking president, nigga.
You guys have any experience on the stage or on the screen? And doing any acting before?
Oh no,
Not
besides
yet.
music videos, I ain't
Film's
did no
coming soon.
acting. Facts. I ain't did no acting yet, but like I got like this notebook full of like hella like movie ideas I want to do, and like I want to like start my own like filming company. So like they'll all just be my movies, like independent movies that I want to do, and I want to get like actual like amazing actors to come through, but I do want to be acting in this myself, like just some like after my third or fourth album. Like, I'm throwing this rap shit for a minute, get y'all like 4 years of break, go into the acting, get all these movies done.
And does that kind of overlap with Walt's fascination with TV and that whole kind of world?
I don't know.
No, you don't think he'll be co-starring? You don't think you could do like a buddy movie? Like
Nigga ain't gonna be
He
in
got
no
a
movies.
he,
No?
no, he got an audition. Like if he gonna be good for the part, he gonna be good for the part. But you definitely.
you think
got
he'll be
an
doing more of the writing or?
Me, I want to write. I want to produce. I want to star, direct, all that. So whatever that entails. I want to do casting too. I feel like that'd be something that's fun. Something that'd be
Work would
good.
so fun. I
Yeah.
can't wait to do voiceover work, dude. Voiceover work sound like, especially like for little cartoons, because I like day in and day out I do like weird ass voices throughout the day and just randomly. So
Yeah,
I be wanting to do voiceover work all the time.
Yeah, it's really fun getting to see like Tyler the Creator or like Donald Glover and all those guys do like voiceover like cartoon bits
Yeah.
and
Avatar time and like
Regular show.
yeah, and it's just like a whole new world for like hip hop musicians like that wasn't even an option like
Right.
10, 20 years ago. So
Right.
it's kind of fun to see it take over more of the pop culture landscape, I'd say. I don't know.
Yeah, man, hip hop is the biggest genre in like a long time. It has been for a long time. Like hip hop is affected in America, like in its totality. Like Donald Trump is like hip hop. Like the president, Barack Obama was hip hop. He had rappers all in the White House like last year. Like hip hop is so huge. And like we don't even recognize it. Like we don't even talk about rock and roll anymore. Country music is like damn near dead. Jazz is dead off. R&B is
Bro,
like
Eric Church hot.
R&B's like on the last
Eric
three.
Church popping.
No, and like
Luke Bryant popping.
Bags, Bon Jovi, and them niggas.
no, but yeah, like you point out, like the last two presidents have had connections to hip hop. Like, you know, Obama was a big fan, and I know he met several rappers, and even Donald Trump, like before he was like in like running and stuff, like he had some kind of history with a handful of
Yeah.
rappers and stuff. But like I don't know if Bill Clinton did at any point.
I mean,
but
he
like
smoked.
what?
He smoked. He probably hung out with like some rappers.
Yeah, probably at some
I
point.
mean, yeah, he definitely.
But like
got rappers.
at least the last 2 or 3 presidents like in a row have had like some kind of maybe not Clinton but
Yeah,
like
just not George
some
H.
kind of connection to hip hop. So
No, Kanye said George Bush don't like black people on TV.
Yeah,
Again,
that's
you
one
know
kind
what
of
I'm
connection, but
saying? There's a connection.
No,
he
yeah, that
wasn't
was
tapped in like that.
pretty legendary.
That was definitely legendary.
Is Kanye someone that you think you would like say you'd look up to or
Hell
yeah?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, Kanye with a contract at G.
Like and even as like kind of a personality or like kind of a public figure, would you say he's inspirational on any level?
I wouldn't move like Kanye, so
No.
I don't think necessarily in that form. But as in when it comes to like making music, Kanye was like one of the
God.
the music that dude made is like crazy, like, and he gets slept on as like a rapper, like his lyricism, like Kanye West is ridiculous, like but like again, like the people don't like to give credit out to certain people for certain shit. Kanye one of them rappers who like don't get credit for being a lyricist.
And like, do you think he's kind of maintained his talents as a lyricist over like the last couple albums, or like, because a lot of people say like, oh, the beats are crazy and he's pushing like the production side of it. Like, do you think he's still like kind of at the top or like near the top as a lyricist?
He be popping up, dude, with moments like 30 Hours, No More Parties in LA, Real Friends. Like,
Yeah, I guess he just kind of doesn't always turn it on.
it's whole,
Nah, you gotta look, and you think about this, like, yeah, Kanye's music is still amazing. Like, if you compare it to the field, it's still amazing. Like, it's not as amazing when you're comparing Kanye's music to his other music. But if you compare Kanye music to like what's going on, like with other rappers, he's still like every album, every year, he's still gonna be top 10 every time he drop. So like, if you listen to the rapping on it, like he's going crazy. Like, listen to St. Pablo, like he's rapping amazing on St. Pablo. You listen even to like Schoolboy Q record, like that part, like Kanye's verse is like so stand out.
That's one of the most iconic verses of the year.
Oh, that year, yeah. Like,
yeah.
his verse was so standoutish, and like, no, that's not him being lyrical, no, but like the way he was able to grasp people with the flows,
like
and
mind
the
control.
tricks. Yeah, like it was just crazy. Like, if you see that at a show, like you don't even need to play the beat. Like the crowd will rap that entire verse.
Yeah,
so catchy.
and like, yeah, and it's like you were saying, like it's not the most lyrical thing ever, but it is like he is the best at his own style and like being Kanye, I guess.
Captures
So
you,
like
he just
and
says
like
the most wildest, like a broad shit. Like, he really said that. Like,
yeah, and to like he even like self realizes this and like makes that little interlude on the album, like the old Kanye, that whole track,
that was
like
amazing in itself. Like,
yeah.
the fact that she was willing to acknowledge that.
Yeah, no one else is like iconic enough on that level besides maybe like a handful of people to even attempt something like so like kind of meta and kind of self-referential.
Kanye West, man. I want to make music with that guy, man. That's an amazing artist. One of my favorite artists ever.
Are there any other artists you hold in a similar regard either? Yes.
Yeah, it's just a lot of artists. You want to take first on that?
I'm tired. It's my bedtime.
Well, Jay-Z's my favorite rapper ever. Like, ever. I don't think there will ever be a rapper better than Jay-Z, and if he is, he's sitting right here in this chair. If anybody is. You got Kendrick Lamar is another person I just hold to super high regard. Drake is another artist that I look up to wholeheartedly.
3 stacks.
DMX, 3 stacks. Nas from like certain albums is just like a rapper that I'd like look up to. He may not have made like the most like mainstream friendly music, but like you listen to the style of rapping, his like poeticness and just like what he was talking about on his album, on some of his albums, Nas is impeccable. Shit, low key, like another
MC Hammer.
I don't even want to do that on this camera, bro. Like, you gonna make me say something I don't want to say, bro. Off that. Who is another rapper that I look up to?
I do want to ask. When I was doing a pitch profile on G Watts during the summer, and I don't know if you read that or not, but like at one point he did talk about. Well, I'm sure he's probably told you this in person, that he thinks he's a better rapper than Kendrick Lamar. Is that something that you have a comment on? Like, is there a side you take in that argument?
You can't never be, because you, like, it's like this. You don't ever know what is not released. You don't know what was written is not released. Mm-hmm. So, like, you can never, like, when a rapper say shit like that, you can't be like, he sound crazy. Like, you don't know what he has.
You don't know what he got.
You don't know what he got.
Like if we talking about what we hear from G, like what we
Not a
had
bad argument to make.
in our phones compared to what we had from Kendrick on our phones, yeah,
It's not a bad argument to make.
Facts.
I'm not saying he just got him blown out the water.
Right.
No, but you can make the argument from what I've heard from G, and comparing it to what I've heard from Kendrick, and this present time, you could make that comparison. I can see him saying that and feeling like that.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, you guys have both kind of played a role in the production of some of his newer music.
More so him than I. But yeah.
Wait, do you have like any features or any stuff that's gonna be on his projects?
He just be popping up.
Nah, my voice just pop up randomly throughout the project, like on Caesar's Palace, like the my nigga Supply. That's my voice. I'm on the Words to Jakai song.
Yup.
Yeah, I'm on
for
a
like
song that
4
Kai
words.
made. I'm on a song that like Kai made a beat 2 on there. I think that's it for my vocal pop ups. But I mean, I'm just like splattered through there. But yeah, I didn't produce anything. I helped produce Feminist on there.
Yeah.
I helped produce that song. But outside of that, I ain't got really much producer credits on there.
And I guess like I've probably talked to you guys about this before, so we don't need to go like super into detail. But like, can you explain to people like kind of how you ended up meeting G and just like forming that connection with him?
I sent dude a beat, and he actually listened, which he don't really listen to beats for real. Like I've learned that from being around him. I sent him a beat, he listened, he liked it, and then we just built after that. He was just searching for like young, talented people, and yeah, we wanted to make an album.
And I met him through him. G was having a listening party, and he invited Walt, and I was Walt's +1 to the shit. So I met him. When I met him there, I think we exchanged numbers that night, and I had just been talking to him. He pulled up on me in my house. I sent him my location. He was like, we from the same projects. So he like, you from here? I'm like, yeah, I been down here most of my life. So like he started just pulling up on me like day in and day out over the summer of 2016, and that's how me and him got real cool. And that's how like when him and Walt started working on like music together, he started just adding me to it because me and him already went to high school together and been mad cool. And me and G had already built a relationship, so it was like, hey, you might as well just come with us. You talented too, so.
And you've kind of just you've bounced around a little bit throughout like kind of the metro, right? Like so.
I've bounced out around through like America, low-key. Yeah, but the metro, yeah, I've gone to a lot of schools here.
So yeah, you know folks from like Blue Valley and stuff, but you also like spent a lot of time in Kansas City and everything.
Yup. I went to high school out in the suburbs, Blue Valley North, but like the whole time, like I stayed down off the like over by Power and Light, like the down north area of Kansas City. Like that's where I lived at for most of the times. But like when I was going to high school out there in the suburbs, I never wanted to come back to the city. Like so I just stayed out there in the suburbs. Like I would live with my friends here and there, just like trying to I don't know, man, like get away from what's here. Like it's nothing in Kansas City, especially for like a young black dude. Like all my friends I grew up with, they went down a path that I couldn't neglect because of where I went to high school at. But like I just wanted to just get away from here. Like I don't want to be no thug. I don't want to be here. Like if I'm in the city as a teenager, due to the people that I grew up with, that I hang out with, I would have to defend myself, which would take me having to go get a gun, would take me having to just do certain things that I'm so glad I don't have to do because I went to high school in the suburbs. So like, and even with that, like with this, it helps with this music shit. Like I have fan bases in different areas now because of it. People just like me in general. So my music is still spreading through the high school. Like I got a homeboy who got a little sister who still go to Blue Valley North. He told me like they talk about my shows at like the lunch table, and I will see these kids like come to like the all ages shows. I'm like, that's crazy, like weird how that still works. So definitely done bounced around. Went to school in Independence, here, out south in here, Overland Park, close to Olathe. I done been to mad schools, hella schools.
Do you think that's really like growing up? Do you think that really like kind of put you in like a different state of mind, like socially and like that kind of thing? Like, do you think it kind of changed how you think about like, you know, your world?
It had a positive and a negative effect on me. The negative is I got used to people being in and out of my life, and like me seeing just like constant new faces. Like I gotta get used to knowing new people now. that was like more so the bad part of it because it just was never no stability for me. Like I've never been like a stable environment. But the positive I got out of it, it taught me how to be a socialite. Because earlier in my life, I was an introvert. I was very to myself. But me being around so many different people, it taught me how to be a socialite. It taught me how to like, I don't know, deal with people better. Like all first, I'm very unfiltered. So all first impression I could either come across as funny or aggressive. It's either or, and hopefully it's funny. But like I learned how to interact with people better than what I used to be able to. I learned how to handle certain emotions better because when you split from people so often, you losing friendships. You just learn how to deal with friendships like it's just. It's another knock off my shoulder. I know how to rebuild and fix from that situation. So it was positives and negatives to it, but I'm glad I went through it. I wouldn't change it at all. I wouldn't change that at all.
And well, would you say that you had like any sort of similar experiences, like because you spent most of your time like in the suburbs, right?
I feel like going to school in the suburbs from like since I was like 10 or whatever. I just didn't like people. I was so reluctant to move to Kansas in the first place, and I didn't want to give like anybody a shot. So everybody that was around me, I pushed away, and I kind of like made that part of who I am. Like I wrote that over my DNA. So I just pushed everybody away, become an introvert, and I turned out to become Walt.
Where did you move to Kansas from?
From Kansas City, around Benderson Mall. Yeah.
And so do you think that kind of plays into your like kind of role as a producer and just kind of like the man behind the curtain and all that kind of stuff?
Because the fact that I was an introvert played such a big role in my music career, period, because I didn't have no friends. I didn't want no friends. I didn't want to do nothing before school, after school, on the weekends, nothing like that. So every time I would leave school, come home, work. I would wake up at 5 a.m, work some more, and then go to school and repeat. And then
it was a work in high school. I'll never forget that.
I remember my senior year, I only was taking 3 classes. So I told my principal I had a job, which was true at the time, but I had the job for like 2 extra weeks, quit. So I would go to school for like 2.5 hours, something like that, come home and work. So I would have an extra. It's like adding a whole like 5 hours to your day. It felt like so. Just working. And it paid off. Not having friends paid off.
Would you say that, like, were you kind of in the similar situation to, like, a lot of producers where you kind of, like, imposed, like a quota on yourself? Like, I'm going to make 5 beats today and just, like, is that kind of like your work style? Or
it wasn't even that. It was just, I like working on certain things. So I was just doing stuff I like doing, and I wanted to get better, and I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn how to do everything, like when it comes to, so I could make a whole entire album and put it out without anybody's help. That was my whole thing, and I got that off rip. And then like I knew how to do everything, and then it was just a matter of getting better. Like I knew how to come up with a concept, make the beat, record myself, mix it right. I knew how to do cover arts. I knew how to do videos. I knew how to do everything. And then I was just working on getting better at all of that. So, yeah. All that time.
Rappers do that, though. Well, at least I know for myself. Like, even, like, it'll be times where he'll tell me, like when I'm starting to, like, really, like, get at my best at, like, writing hooks or, like, at my best where I'm, like, just coming up with good melodies, he'd be like, bro, just make, like, 5 melodies a day for, like, a month. And, like, I really do it. Like, they might not all be hard, but I will get, like, jewels out of that. Like, producers do that, but, like, I know other rappers got to do that. I'm like, not the only rapper that just get themselves certain tasks to do. Like, for once, like, this whole, like, for, like, shit, I think this past month, I've written, like, a verse a day this past month. Like, I make myself write every day. So, like, it's definitely standards. Like, he probably was making, like, little notes in his head, like, do this, do that you just can't remember sometimes. It's in the process, because when you're making music, it's so scatterbrained, like, so scatterbrained.
And I've kind of observed this before just by, like, interviewing you guys and hanging around, but, like, I feel, like, and I can't speak on the creative process of, like, other people too well, but, like, I don't know, I feel like you guys do have a better work ethic than, like, a lot of other musicians, so I think that's something, that's definitely a strong point.
Oh my God, man. Yeah, man. I love doing this shit. Like, it don't feel like work. It don't feel like work. Like, writing, like, besides the fact that I be hella sad when I be writing, I be that motherfucker crying and shit. But, like, even when I'm looking at it from, like, just, like, all the sadness, like, it's like a weight lifted off my shoulders. Like, you got that out.
Therapeutic.
Yeah, like, you really got it out. Like, now the last step is putting it out to the world. That's, like, the last step of you getting your therapy out. But, like, making music is fun. Like, what's her name? G told us, like, we was, like, all, like, down. And he was like, you little niggas live a movie. Like, think about it. None of you niggas have a job. None of y'all go to school.
Just smoke and make music all day.
Wake up, smoke weed, make music, go to a party, come back, do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Like, and I mean, I ain't rich or nothing, but I can get by. I can make a little bit of money. Like, I'm not popping yet, but when we going through what we doing, like, when you get there, it's just like, you really, like, are living a movie. Like, this is not regular. This is like you're chasing a dream. You're not chasing a security blanket like a job or something. This is not normal for people to do shit like this.
And I guess to backtrack a little bit, Walt, would you say that, like, kind of like being an introvert, do you think that's kind of like hampered your ability to perform in like a live setting at all, or is that something like you've had to overcome, you feel like?
No, like I know how to act around people. There's a lot of people I know who like are just introverts, but they don't know how to act around people. I know how to act around people for the most part. Have fun, because at the end of the day, if I'm on stage performing music that I love and I made, I'm going to be having fun. I'm not going to be up there, you know what I'm saying, just all nervous and all that. It's just I love doing it. So that the fact that I love doing it helps out a lot. It's weird. It's weird. Because I should be introverted 100% of the time. But I don't know. I'm really not.
Yeah, I guess you're just...
You know how weird it is, how hard it would be to perform introverted?
Yeah.
Like, you have fun writing these songs, and you're supposed to just...
Yeah, right.
That's not possible.
Yeah. I guess just maybe some people don't have as much fun making their music as you guys do. Maybe that's a special part of it.
I get so happy. Like, I'll make a song, and I'll be, like, driving somewhere. That's the song I have on repeat the whole time. The whole time. If I ain't recorded it, I'm rapping it to myself out loud. I'm singing it to myself. All that. I shower before I sleep. Everything.
I do it more.
I love it. Like, he doesn't ever stop rapping. I will walk in the door. He's like, "Boy, I got this verse I gotta show you, bro." I got like 61 and a half verses I gotta show you, bro. And some of them not finished, bro. So you gotta bear with me. Some of these ain't got beats. Some of these beats I gotta put in reverse and I gotta slow it down a little bit for it to fit. But you gotta see the vision, bro.
He extra. Nah, but like when I be writing and I be feel like I be in my bag, like after I finish writing the song, like I look at myself in the mirror for like minutes, like, you that nigga, boy, like, what, that shit crazy. Like, who you think you is, boy? I don't know who you. Hey, you stop that shit right now. I be talking to myself like, hey,
got some
nigga,
bad friends.
hey, nigga, you going to fuck off. You need to calm down. You know, rap nigga scared of you, right? I be talking to myself, but it like that's the joy you get from it. It's like, damn, like, what the fuck? Like, I just did that, and I be shocking myself. Like, not to sound conceited, but like, as an artist, you always like question yourself so much. So when you do some shit that you think is just ill off jump, it's like, damn, like I'm really surprised. Like, I'm not just rapping this shit to be like, oh, listen to me, I'm amazing. No, I'm like genuinely surprised that I wrote this. Because you write so much as an artist, and so much is bullshit. Like, so much you write just will never make it out. So when you get one of them ones where it's like, oh, it's like, that's a moment. Like, that's a natural high. Like, I don't have to ever smoke weed again in my life. But if that happens, I will get high every single time. Every single time.
Yeah, and I guess sometimes just the confidence just kind of rides over into the performance, and like when you're living like this music that you're working on every single day, you're listening to it in the car. Like, I guess it becomes just kind of second nature and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, think about it. If you just sitting there like just over drilling your music kind of in your head, like that's what you're doing once you make a song. You're gonna play it over 100 times when you make a song and it's done recorded. You're gonna play it over 100 times in like 2-3 days. You're gonna overkill. So when you perform it, you already feel like this is like amazing. You're gonna feel this confident with the song. Like, I know this motherfucker so well. Like, why would I not have the swag of a person that's confident in this song on performance?
But yeah, I think another thing I wanted to touch on is I was kind of interested in how you guys kind of felt about, like, you know, it's December now, so like just kind of like the narrative of like Kansas City hip hop, like independent hip hop in Kansas City this year, because I think there's a lot of different like kind of plot points and like important moments and stuff. So like
we about to get some bullshit.
yeah, I don't know.
Let's get into it. Let's get into
it. No, yeah. What do you think's been important? And
I don't know. Like I like it. I like the direction that the city is heading. It's a lot more positive. Just is more positive, and there's a lot of. I don't know. I like a lot of artists. I like a lot of artists. The music that they're making. I see a lot of people getting better. I see a lot of potential. Just in the summer alone, I met Solomon, Money, just new artists is just crazy, amazing. Like they shouldn't be here type artists. West Side, facts. NA West Side.
Hey, West Side is amazing, dude.
It's just
West Side got that shit.
And he's only got like 1 or 2 songs out right now, so like. He has like an EP or so.
He got more
like,
music on the way.
Yeah.
He got more music out than me?
Yeah.
I got 2 songs.
Yeah.
I don't
even feel like I do it.
Yeah. No, and then the EP with you 2 guys, but
I mean, only 1 song is left for that.
Facts.
Oh man, you took some of that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never existed.
Never existed. Oh.
In the vault.
Yeah, I wrote that little article about it, and I was just making it up in my head, just like it was actually just 1 song.
You can't tell us. It didn't exist.
Yeah. No, but you guys, you mentioned that, like, you know, Ray Money and Solomon, like, seeing, I think some of the most important moments of, like, music in Kansas City this year, like, personally, like, is seeing, like, Caviart kind of solidify as, like, this kind of collective force, and then also seeing, like, No Alternatives kind of spring up, and you guys kind of joining forces a little bit, and seeing, like, everyone start to collaborate and everything, so I think that's definitely been something important.
Caviart, man. We just recognize talent, and it's always going to be love shown. Like, I've heard that people have this perception of Caviart that Caviart Hollywood, Caviart don't rock with nobody. It's never that. Like, anybody in the scene is more than welcome to come. Like, send me your link if you want advice, if you want help. I'm not saying I'm nobody's father. I'm not saying I can lift you up from the ground and make you Jesus and nothing like that. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to help any and everybody, like, in any way that I can. So I just clear that up a little bit. We're all about showing love and the betterment of music when it comes to Kansas City, the betterment of the culture of the city. We need to rebuild the culture. We need to reestablish what the culture is and what it means to us and its importance to us as a city, as culture. Yeah, hip-hop culture, biggest culture ever, most important culture. So we need to keep that intact, and the little bit that we can do in our little city, in our little collective, our little movement, we have to do it like it's our job. So from Cavi with love, from Walt with love.
No, yeah, and I think like not everyone has that state of mind, though. I feel like there are a lot of people who do have their own set camps, like, and people they work with, and they're like, oh no, I would never give a beat to this person. Like, we're not cool like that.
Let's talk
Fake
about it.
Politics, yeah.
Let's talk about it. It's a few of them.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not looking down on anyone for doing that, but like, I do think you open yourself up to more opportunities for success if you're willing to collaborate with more
even
people.
like not even if success is thrown out, you have the opportunity to work with somebody else who has a different point of view, who has different opinions on music, who makes a different type of music, style of music, who just sees music differently, or art in general. Like, because art in Kansas City, I've seen just by being around it more, is crazy. We have amazing visual artists. Like, whether you paint, whether you are a photographer, whether you whatever it is, graphic design, shooting videos, right? We have amazing visual artists, and I've noticed that some of the best visual art that I've seen has been like collaborations. When 2 people who like
you have a photographer or graphic designer.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Opposites attract, and I feel like Yeah.
Yeah, like some of the stuff that like Armand does with Chase, like that stuff's tight.
Exactly.
What else have you? What other visual art are you guys excited about?
I love everything that Chase does. Chase is deceased. I love everything that Jared does. Apex
Co-signing
Art.
all of these.
Jared's Square. It's so hard. Armand is
bag.
Eleanor be popping up with
Eleanor.
fire paintings. There's so much.
Chancellor makes some
crazy.
nice clothes.
There's so much. Beck.
Wes. Yeah.
Wes.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Going through it like
Jordan,
yup,
Katie Rich,
Dirk.
fuck KJ,
yeah.
KJ Dillard.
There's so much.
It's
bro.
so many talented, like just people who do shit outside of music and can. So many talents. I don't even want to mention no names because
Right.
it's like hella people. You got the Juan Lobo dude,
Yo,
one dude in
Juan.
the DM. I feel fucked up. Chris Swap.
Swap,
with the
yeah,
clothes.
yeah.
Swap and nasty with the clothes.
It's so much.
Yeah, it's
There's so
many
much
visual-
in
so much visual
this
talent.
little city, bro. This little dead city. There's so much. Flyover city.
Flyover
Facts.
city.
There's so much.
talent here.
And it's bittersweet because it's a flyover state at the end of the day. It's not. We're not getting the recognition that we deserve. We're not getting the bag that we deserve. We're not getting the respect or the legendary status that we deserve. And we really, truly do deserve it when we just looking at the art and erase everything else that factors into it, like audience and whatnot. But it's sweet because we know it's coming. Like, we know what's ahead. And we have the hard part taken care of. Like, establishing all of this talent and making sure that we're all in the same, like, wave. Like, because easily, Jared is not an easy person to deal with. Who else?
Right.
Kendu is not an easy person to deal with. But them two could easily be butting heads right now and beefing and never work. But if they work together, it would be fire. Chase, where I want to see him work with everybody. Like, it's so easy to butt heads.
Chase and Kendall got work together, I think. Don't they?
Chase and Kendall got work together, yeah.
Kendall,
Kendall fire.
Kendall the GOAT.
Kendall really the GOAT. Like,
Kendall the GOAT.
GOAT, Kendall the GOAT.
Kendall
bro.
the GOAT. Kendall
Facts.
is definitely the GOAT. Kendall got crazy ass videos that y'all have not seen yet. Kendall got some amazing.
Oh yeah,
shit.
there's that Kai one that's on the way.
The Warning-
I've seen some clips of that.
We just watched it.
Yeah.
The warning video.
I've seen
is
it 5
crazy.
times, yeah.
Yo, Kendall, the warning video is crazy. That shit is crazy.
And it gets better every single drop. We're not, okay.
Kendall,
Yeah.
the God, man.
Okay.
We said what we need to say.
Yeah,
I could really
I'm
go
really
on.
a fan. Yeah, cuz really go crazy.
But I don't know. I almost forgot like what kind of led into that. Like
It was
we're talking
like,
about like what people like. Oh, you said like you were saying.
Love.
No, yeah, like you're open to collaborating
yeah.
with folks, and
Always.
like, do you think it's like do you think it's an inherently like negative thing for some people to just really stick to their own people and not look outside, or but you just think like that's
No.
kind of your?
I'm the same way. Like,
yeah.
I don't work with anybody. Like, I don't work with anybody at all. I just made my first song that's not on my beat in the last, 5 years?
Yeah.
Every other song in the last 5 years have been over my beats. And I just made my first one. So, like, me stepping out and working with other people is not natural for me. I'm not opposed to it because I clearly work with other people. I'm sitting next to this ugly dude right here, and we work together a lot. But, yeah. It could end up being detrimental because if I never made that song, I wouldn't have that song right now. And that song is fire. It's coming out soon.
But
Very soon.
Title, man.
Yeah, well, it's called-
by the time this video comes out.
I don't know.
yeah, this comes out Tuesday.
Comes out Tuesday.
Oh, we in a game. Oh, all right, that's wavy. Shit, black men don't cheat Thursday. Hopefully, tell this nigga mix it fast. Put that pressure on your ass. Put that pressure.
No, but have like so you've produced songs though that are going to be on GWAT's upcoming projects and stuff, and you have stuff that you're working on between you guys.
Yeah.
But have you done beats for like other rappers in Kansas City recently? Like, does Solomon have any of your stuff or like?
Solomon does. It's not out yet.
Okay. Because I feel
got a
like
couple.
I feel like you're just constantly working, and I don't
see
always
it. Exactly.
see, like
'Cause
I'm like
he's
I'm listening to
crazy.
the Solomon project. I'm like, is this a
No.
Walt beat? Like maybe I don't know.
You would know what Walt be.
Sorry.
They crazy. Sean has like, I went in Sean's folder. He has like 62 Walt beats. How many have you heard?
Them? What are you doing?
I didn't know I had
How
that.
many have you heard?
I didn't know I had that.
Solomon has like 10. G has like 137.
I need
You
my
gotta catch up.
I have like 20. Like,
that's his fault. He don't be trying to like his beats.
but we fall in love with songs so fast, but at the same time we also fall out of love with songs, or we just get disconnected, or we're changing people. Like we just change. So what he says today might be different from what he feels when he's ready to drop that song. So it's just weird. We're just weird people. Like, artists are crazy, but Name One Genius is not crazy. So that's how I feel.
Shout out to Kanye.
But what was I'm gonna ask? No, yeah, but where do you guys kind of see Kansas City hip hop going in 2018, or are there any predictions you can make, or just like things that you feel like are like natural progressions that you think are gonna happen?
For real, that question is like very like, I don't know, man. Like, cause like I could make predictions, but like I don't know what the fuck anybody else is making. Like I could go out and make a wild ass statement like we gotta do this and that, and then like every rap nigga can't see just drop bullshit. And then while I was like, well, you're the dummy. I don't know what's gonna happen. I know what I got coming.
Exactly.
I know what he got coming. On Solomon. I ain't heard Kai music, but I believe that Kai got that shit. Ray Money got shit. Okay. You Don't Deserve This is still not fully out. There's tough shit on there. Terrell got some tough songs. It's West Side shit crazy. Bro. Like it's some people that got the shit in good hands, but to me necessarily no, cause like just cause you got good music don't mean it's gonna push us towards the needle. Like it was hella good music released from Kansas City this year, and it didn't push us completely towards the needle. Yeah. But like if we was to go off music, I would say I'm confident in what Kansas City could do for next year. Who knows? Like this is flight. Yeah.
Not willing to go out and be like, oh, this guy's gonna blow up, this guy's gonna get signed. Like that's a little too much. Yeah.
That's out of our like. It's in our control, but it's not all the way in our control. Like there's a lot of other hands that's like they play a part in that whole situation.
We ain't got no industry playing yet.
We ain't got no industry playing yet. Holla at me, Warner.
Get at the boy Universal.
Universal.
The boy, Atlantic. I'm not signing Atlantic. Fuck yeah.
Def Jam?
Nah.
Yeah.
Shit, I might sign the 300. Shit, Ross, holla at the
300,
boy.
yeah.
Fucking Hove, call me because we
maybe not
this, I don't know. Leo left 300. He over here YouTube. Hey, YouTube, throw the bag. Apple Music could give me a bag.
No, yeah, you get like a chance style deal and just get like the Apple money.
Bro, Jay-Z, my favorite rapper. Title, holla at me, G. I don't even need to be on Rock Nation. Just give me on Title and give me a Rockefeller chain, and I'm good. That's it. You ain't gotta give me no big ass budget. I make it work. Facts. I just need a bag. I need a bag and an opportunity.
But yeah, is there any music that you guys have coming out that you want to go more into, or
you don't want to talk?
I'll divert to you.
Black Men Don't Cheat next week. That's what we're shooting for.
What else?
On my birthday, December 30th, I plan on dropping this song called "Open Up."
Oh, what else?
Right now, I've been working on this album. I'm gonna get a title out on here. This is the first time I spoke about this shit.
Oh my. This is the world premiere.
He's so boozy. So boozy, dude. This project I'm working on. It's not. I don't want to say album because like I ain't nowhere to be dropping no album. It's a project right now. It's called One Big Happy Family. I've been working on this since about like October. Actually, I could say from the summer because some of the songs that I got that's making it so far is like on there. And I say it's looking like I'm like 50% done with just like the music part, like 50% done in this short amount of time. And I'm not planning on dropping this music until like probably late 2018, early 2019. And like when I'm finding out like I'm making all of these songs, like this is the best I've ever been rapping in my life. Like I've never made songs like this, piecing shit together, or just like the concepts that I've been coming up with are just crazy to me. And like certain parallels I'm like described from movies into like real life, or just like certain shit that I do from TV shows into real life. Like I'm really watching myself grow and like turn into the artist that I've been wanting to be for a long time. So with this project, I'm taking my time, and in the midst of this, like I'm making hella music that's not making the project. So 2018, I plan on dropping a lot of songs, like, cause you know me, both of us usually just super stingy with the music. It's time's up for that, man. Like I'm just the most comfortable I've been. Like right now, I'm sitting on like 23 songs. Only 5 of them 23 are gonna make this project so far. So with it's like 18 right now, and I'm literally, like I said, I'm writing a verse a day. So like, and I just wrote a full song yesterday. Like wrote like 4 bars before I got over here. Like it's just coming. So I plan on dropping a lot of music next year. That's like really what's up for me. Dropping a lot of this music, trying to get myself up and prepared for One Big Happy Family, and I want that because I've never done a solo project. I want that to be the introduction to a song. And I feel like waiting until I get myself as an artist pushed to where I need to be, to where I think this music needs to be received. Because like I said earlier, like this project is it mean a lot to me because I got 5 songs that's definite. I cried when I wrote 3 of these. Like I literally like make myself go to a place that I don't like to visit to get this music out. So like I want to make sure it gets properly treated. I want a certain amount of time done on it. I don't want it to sound forced or rushed. I want it to be the most genuine project that I could give out for my first attempt.
And are the 2 tracks that you have coming out this year, are those going to be like from that album, or do you think it's just going to be like some promo?
I thought you had I can't do that.
Okay.
We find out.
No, sorry. Okay.
Facts.
I got Heartless coming.
Now you want to drop names. Now you want to do names.
Heartless, Walt, December 11th, Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time, 7 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Central Time, all streaming services.
Nice. No, but I'm assuming Black Men Don't Cheat is that's not one of the more emotional cuts for you.
Recording
Did you
it,
listen to that?
writing it. He cried coming up with the concept, and I was sitting the whole time.
So is that
trying to tell him to shut
your
up.
fun Twitter hijinks song, or
Pretty much though.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like I want people to, like when you listen to a song, I'm being 100% honest. Outside of the sarcastic tone I have, 100%.
no? And it's kind of like, but like I feel like people could still expect something like kind of unique about this song. I'm just like thinking about it though, because G had that song Caesar's Palace, and like he's like kind of like going off like being funny on that song, but there's a verse or two on that where he's just like
a lot of content
digging really deep on there,
Right.
and there's some like stuff you learn about him on that song, and like I don't know, like after I listened to that like a handful of times, I'm like, this is like really weird. It's a cool track.
Say yeah, man. Like with the Black Men Don't Cheat song, like it's literally a freestyle. Like I'm gonna get that out the way. Like I was like, so what we do a lot of times when we making songs is I'll be in the car with E, my manager, I don't know what he want to be called on camera. I call him E, so his ass is E today. We be in the car, and he'll play the music off his phone, and I write in my notebook usually. But he was just playing the music, or if I'm not writing my notebook, I'll pull my phone out and use the voice memos to catch my flows. So like he turned the beat on, and I just like I'm rocking with. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. So I use the voice memo, and I'm listening to the memo, and literally I said everything like perfectly. All I had to do was like match up what I said in the memo in like chronological order, and the song just came.
What order?
Chronological.
There we go.
I fucked up at first. I'm high. Excuse me. But yeah, like the song, like I feel like a lot of the songs that I do in that vein describe my Twitter personality a lot. Like when I do songs like and songs like Black Men Don't Cheat, like it describes the person I am on Twitter a lot.
And I feel like maybe that's just also like just kind of the kid inside, just like
like,
Sean wants to play. Like
that's it. Yeah. See, he get it. Sean wants to play. See, I'm still in there. Shout out to you. Sean wants to play. That's a
be
fact.
your Twitter bio.
Yeah, that's for Sean. Just wants to play, man. That's it. I'm not trying.
No, but open up. I feel like
That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Penniless definitely said Sean wants to play.
sounds like some horror movie shit. Also,
Yeah,
like,
that's wild.
like maybe that's kind
You
of
look like a monster, bro. So it's
We're
like
not finna do that, bro. We're not finna do that, bro. We're not about to do that. I'm a Christian man. We're
Okay,
not
but
allow him to attack me.
I don't know. Just from the title, though,
Put a
I want to
Snapchat filter on
assume
this.
that "Open Up" is one of the more emotional songs. Just from
You said open up is?
yeah, is that one of the other ones you said was gonna be coming out before the album?
Yeah. It's gonna be coming out around my birthday. It's emotional, but I didn't cry right now.
Okay,
It's about.
it's a little deep. Not that.
I wouldn't even say it's that deep, cause like I mean, it was a natural emotion for me, but it's like it's about like my situation with a certain woman. So like just me digging in depth of like what was happening while I was speaking to her, how we was dealing with each other, and what I was trying to get my point across in. So like I wouldn't say it's emotional because that's what they do. Like if you make a song about a woman, it's emotional music. But like I wasn't like going through no pain right now. I wrote that fast, like, and because it's easier to write when you because I tell a story in most of my songs. So when I'm just telling the true story and I'm basing it off events that actually happened, it's easier to write down. Not like you're trying to create some most amazing shit that happened.
And well, is there anything you want to say to introduce Heartless? I guess it'll already be out when this is up, though.
Yeah.
Any notes you had?
Man, shout out to Tree Sound Studios in Atlanta. We recorded some stuff there.
Yeah, what was that trip like?
It was fun. Like we got to.
He was downplaying it.
You know what I'm saying?
It was amazing.
It wasn't fun. It was a lot of work. For real. It was fun, just like being able to live in it though.
Facts.
But
I didn't want to. I almost cried when we had to leave.
Facts.
I did not want to leave.
Yeah, because is that just like not really the environment that Kansas City has? Like, is it just kind of like going outside of?
Because we got there and we was in that studio the whole time. We went to McDonald's once for an hour, and then we came back.
2 hours we was there.
That's literally all we did. And
shower.
Nobody was nobody was in the studio. Sometimes this one dude came in last day, right? And he was like,
last night, the night before, the next day.
just like baffled by the fact that we're actually in there working. He's like, most people, especially people your age, that come in here, they just smoke and like listen to music, go to
like
Magic
a
City.
little rap vacation for some people, but
Ain't no vacation. Yeah,
shit was heavy.
it was amazing. We
don't get that. Like, we was sitting in the studio, like Andre 3000 is recorded.
Andre 3000,
Beyonce has
bro.
recorded in.
Not even just
Usher
that.
has recorded.
Stank on you, Southern Playalistic,
Like
Equimini, bro. Love Below.
Like this is crazy. Like I
yeah.
literally listen to Love
Drake.
Below every day.
you just channel a little of that Andre energy in there.
Facts.
You feel it, like
light a candle.
You can like feel like the legendary shit in the room, like especially the room that we was in, like.
Cold.
It's the pictures of like Big Sean and Future in that room with like Mad Money, like the room that we was in. We like I'm poor kid from Kansas City. I'm not supposed to be in that room. Like not for shit. I'm not supposed to be in that room. Like I recorded like 6 songs in Atlanta, just like off the vibe. Like what the
Facts.
fuck?
Yeah, you did.
I'm sitting there I'm literally crying, recording. I'm like we here. Like we gotta get some shit done. Like it was so crazy. Like I did not want to leave. I woke up and I realized we had to leave. Like what I said when I tell Jeff, I was like, let me record one more song. Remember?
Solomon almost didn't leave.
Yeah, it was real like that. Like I recorded one song like 20 minutes before we had to leave. I was like, bro, let me get one more out the way. Bro. I gotta do one more.
I think I did 2 songs. I did Heartless and then another song that y'all on here for like another year or 2.
Facts.
But
you tried to write 30 songs.
Facts. G Loki did a whole album there. He really did a whole album there.
Low key.
Yeah.
We was in the trenches.
Wilding.
We was in the trenches with that.
But yeah, Heartless. Anyway, recorded at Treehouse, Tree Sound. And G helped out with it. Paramore, the band, helped out with it. Shout out to them. You know, they rock with the kid. Who else? Black Mayo, he produced it. And yeah.
Wait, you had the band Paramore there?
Yeah. They weren't there. They just helped out.
Okay.
They offered their blessings.
A little sample.
And their no sample.
Okay.
Nah, just advice and guidance and structure, concept.
Okay.
Of course.
But why was it important that you guys go to Atlanta to do that?
It was just connection that by the grace of God, G had made. Just people are fans of G, and sometimes people in very like powerful positions are fans of G. So we got to just go down there and meet up with some powerful like people who can like really change lives. So a blessing, really.
Do you think like those are like lasting connections that'll help like your career out, or do you think it was just kind of like a cool one-time little setup?
Oh, we gonna be there.
Yeah, I think we left a hell of an impression.
Yeah, facts.
We got some kids from 18 to 21 sitting in a room. You throw them in Atlanta, Georgia, and some of the most beautiful women ever. The Atlantic's one of the most popularized malls. You got Magic City, one of the most famous strip clubs ever.
Mm-hmm.
And those kids sit in a room for 72 hours. You go up there to check on them. You hear like mad songs just recorded. You hear new beats, and when you hear the music that these kids got, not to brag, the music speak for itself. Let alone, and then when you see that they have the drive there, you can't ignore that. Can't ignore that. Talent means nothing, but when you have the drive, you can't ignore drive. You can't ignore drive. We sat in there for 71 hours.
Damn. I think that's a cool note to go out on. So I just had a few things before we wrapped up. People can visit shuttlecockmusic.com, and there's a web store on there. Get a t-shirt, button, support the show. What else? Listen to the A.D.D podcast with Jason Barr. Follow at Shuttlecock Mag on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And where can people find you guys on the internet?
My name is Walt, everywhere that matters, which is like Twitter and Instagram. That's pretty much it.
Where's your Facebook, man?
I ain't got no Facebook. I'm too good for Facebook. I'm too grown for Facebook. I'm too grown for Facebook. I'm too smart for Facebook. I'm too all that, bro. Too cultured for Facebook. All that.
I'm too cultured for Facebook. Facebook was like...
It's not good for your health. Anybody that's out on Facebook right now, if you take anything from this interview, from this podcast, please get off of Facebook.
Facebook ain't been with me since 09, G.
PSA, it's a hotline. There's a number below for the Facebook hotline. Feel free to call 24/7. Yeah.
If it wasn't for bad bitches, Instagram would be whack too.
That's a fact.
I'm just keeping it up. Not bad, beautiful women.
Beautiful
Christian women. I'm sorry. If it wasn't for them, you know, some of them star tenders out in New York, if it wasn't for them, Instagram would be bad for you. Twitter's the only good app. But you can find me at FUCKYOUASEAN. He's a bitch for doing that. On all social medias, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. I think I got a Facebook. I'm not sure though. But yeah, that's my name on all those platforms, man. I try to be funny here and there. I don't know if y'all gonna fuck with my type of humor. I'm very sarcastic. I'm kind of rude from time to time.
Don't make enemies.
But I keep a smile on my face. That's a fact.
Because you're part of one big happy family, right?
One big happy family, man. Mr. Smile in the building. Uncle Do-Rag is my old name. Facts.
All right. Well, thanks for being on today, guys.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you.
bro.
Shout out Shuttlecock.